on Council Bluffs News, Brush Up Nebraska. Local volunteers come together to help one of their own, offering materials and some manual labor in the process. Google Fest 2016. Attendees gain firsthand knowledge from Google experts. We get reaction from some of the top creators about how this event is a great way to give back to the community. Development update. Hear from Community Development Director Don Gross as he gives an update on some of the construction projects around Council Bluffs. And Shelby Lagana, one of the participants in the upcoming JDRF One Walk Omaha Council Bluffs event, explains how living with type 1 diabetes affects people every day. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Aaron Zach. Local organizations come together to do something good for one of their own. The City of Council Bluffs, HGM Associates, and Live Well CB team up to do a little fixer-upper. Like those on the popular TV shows, these organizations aren't afraid to get a little paint on them. Behind the sounds of summer are the sounds of hard work. The labor is part of Brush Up Nebraska. The volunteer program helps low-income elderly and low-income permanently disabled homeowners maintain their property.
Well, to help people that can't help themselves and help paint a house for a guy that can't paint his own house anymore.
The program began back in 1989. For Don Dirks, Council Bluffs Director of Public Health, this is the 7th time he's participated. But through it all, he maintains that it's all about the people he's helping.
I've been kind of helping out with this, when we did them, kind of helping out co-chair or whatever you want to call it. And so it's just it's a fun time, and the weather's halfway decent, although it's a little warm on this side of the house.
More than 15 volunteers support the cause, working hard to help prep and paint the home here on the 400 block of Ridge Road.
I love that. I mean, that's the whole reason is, if you're not giving back to your fellow neighbors, then, what are you doing here, I mean, this just gives purpose to life, and it's a whole lot of fun, and it's not a bad day out here, getting covered in paint.
This program has helped thousands of people in the 27 years it's been around, while leaving a lasting impression on local neighborhoods.
Well, hopefully it instills some pride, and after we're done, hopefully the house will look nice, and like I said, just a pride factor.
The goal for this house was initially fairly small, but due to an overwhelming amount of support, much more was accomplished to this fixer-upper.
Well, I said it helps the person in need, and it also helps make the community look better as well. The house looks a little bit unkept. It's nice to get painted and get a good coat of paint on it, and so it helps the community with their vision of the community themselves, and so it picks up the whole community in general.
And while it may seem this story is all about appearance, it's also about lending a helping hand.
We just feel it's important to give back to the community, and we're a better community for it.
If you would like to learn more about Brush Up Nebraska or would like to donate your talents to this project, go to brushupnebraska.org. The stars come alive at the Hitchcock Nature Center. Families in Pottawatomie County enjoy a special event Saturday, August 13th. The Nature Center hosts a free Star Lab exhibit. People who attend learn more about stars and constellations from one of the naturalists at the Nature Center.
I think it's a great tool for them so they can look up in the sky and they can kind of figure out what's going up in the night sky, and it's something that they can take throughout their whole life and use it to maybe dream bigger.
The Pottawatomie Conservation Foundation donated the use of the Star Lab to the Hitchcock Nature Center to share this fun learning experience. Although people of all ages enjoy it here, the Star Lab will also be used in classrooms to enhance the science curriculum. Naturalist expert Kristen Barrett recommends going to skymaps.com to learn more about what you can see in the sky. It's a free half-day conference for small businesses, nonprofits, and educators. IWTV student Danielle Rambo has more from Google Fest 2016.
It's a way for attendees to gain firsthand knowledge.
Learn about all the different tools that Google has to offer.
And for advocates to show their support.
We're here as a partner and a supporter of Google.
This free event is known as Google Fest, hosted August 10th at Luft Hall on Iowa Western's campus.
The whole idea was to take our expertise of our employees and the people who work in our data centers across the country.
The concept of Google Fest started a few years ago in an effort to promote productivity.
To teach them how they can use online tools to become more effective, more efficient, so that they can make their businesses and their organizations grow.
Google Fest. It's designed for small businesses, nonprofits, and educators. It's these groups, organizers tell us, that oftentimes struggle to put to use all that Google has to offer.
Businesses and nonprofits can get so much out of their tools, and we partner with them to help those businesses learn those tools.
While many here are familiar with how to use Google applications for personal use, it's the utilization of a broader scope that makes this event helpful.
I've already learned so much in the first session. They're doing a great job. It's a great event.
This is the second time Google Fest has been hosted in Iowa. An estimated 150 small business employees, nonprofit representatives, and educators took advantage of the opportunity. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Danielle Rambo.
It's been 2 months since it opened, and the Freaky Fast Delivery restaurant is enjoying its new home. That begins our coverage with news around the Bluffs. The newest Jimmy John's franchise opened back on June 6th in the Lake Manoa district, filling the vacant Bank of the West building. With freshly cut produce every day, employees believe that's what makes them stand out above restaurants with similar menus.
I think we have fresh produce. We cut it every morning. We have the fresh meats. We slice those every day too. And yeah, it's really good. Our owner, Jimmy John himself, is actually really all about the fresh product.
The newly established sandwich shop marks the third Jimmy John's location in Council Bluffs and creates up to 15 new jobs for the local workforce. Students aren't the only ones preparing for the start of this school year. Iowa Western is getting ready for the fall semester to start. A lot of preparation takes place before the students arrive. Custodians, instructors, and administrators have been hard at work to make sure the facilities are ready. Students living on campus can begin moving in on August 17th, and the school is planning a proper welcome.
We have a lot of move-in week activities planned, and of course that's all in anticipation of move-in weekend, where all of our housing students will move in, and then that following Monday will be the start of classes.
New paint and carpet installation have been a part of the regular updates this summer. Fall classes at Iowa Western begin August 22nd. A local art gallery introduces its most recent exhibit. The RNG Gallery on the 100 block is featuring Sleepless Nights, a solo exhibition of work by Aldo de la Cruz. His pieces will be on display August 13th through October 2nd. De la Cruz uses a variety of different mediums to share his sleepless nights. One of his featured art pieces is called The Ambiguous Ambition.
What he's doing is really amazing stuff with different materials. He's broadening his horizon, and it's something where he's taking chances, and it's really wonderful to see that.
The masterpiece was created in ink and 24 karat gold on a piece of rosewood. This will be De La Cruz's first solo exhibit. To see Ambiguous Ambition and Aldo himself, a reception will be held at the RNG Gallery Saturday, September 10th from 6 to 9 p.m. Still to come on Council Bluffs News, an update on local construction projects in our development update. Plus, a monthly gathering is promoting local business and animal adoption. And after the break, Shelby Lagana, a participant in the upcoming JDRF One Walk Omaha Council Bluffs event, talks to us about living with type 1 diabetes. Stay tuned.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic. Proof you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Create new opportunities and expand your knowledge with Iowa Western's continuing and career education.
It was really intimidating to go back to school, but Iowa Western made me really feel like I could do it.
Our goal is to help students achieve success from education to employment.
Learn more, including information on extra benefits for Iowa residents at iwcc.edu/continuing_education.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
Welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Aaron Zach. Joining me in studio today is Shelby Lagana. She is a participant in the upcoming event for JDRF One Walk Omaha Council Bluffs. Thank you for joining me today, Shelby.
Thank you for having me.
What is JDRF and how does it affect people every day?
It's the largest fund for research for diabetes, and it affects people every day for how they test their blood sugar and how they focus on the amount of carbs that they have to eat.
How does this disease affect you personally?
Well, I always have to focus on what I eat, where before I never had to, and I always have to give myself shots and test my blood sugar, and it's a major change.
How did you know, or when did you know when you found out that you had it?
I was 10 years old in the 5th grade, and I was actually at my family Christmas party, and I tested my blood sugar on my cousin's monitor, and it said high, so we went to the hospital, and it found out that my blood sugar was very high and that I had type 1 diabetes.
So on August 20th, we have an event coming up. It's the One Walk Omaha Council Bluffs. Mm-hmm. Could you speak about that a little bit and why it's so important?
Yeah, people get teams and they walk to find a cure for type 1 diabetes, and there's also lots of other fun stuff you can do when you're there.
Why do you feel like people should come out and attend this event?
For people like me who have type 1 diabetes, it means a lot for people to come and see that they want to find a cure just as much as we want one.
How can people get involved in this event or help donate to the cause?
You can go to the jdrf.org website and you can find teams and donate some money to them.
All right, thank you, Shelby, so much.
Thank you.
Council Bluffs News will be right back after this.
And then from this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
and frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won.
What's your reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
Little tadpoles, the frogs, the spiders, this is their world. There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council of Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
When you walk by an animal shelter and see those cute little faces looking through the glass window, begging for you to come in and see them, doesn't that just warm your heart? Well, this story just might do the same as a monthly adoption event takes place at PetSmart here in Council Bluffs. Looking for a new four-legged family member? Midland's Humane Society is here to help.
And isn't he beautiful? He's 8 months old.
MHS and PetSmart team up to host a monthly adoption event Saturday, August 13th. It's a chance for the public to come out and adore these animals.
Well, these are shelter dogs and they're looking for homes.
Event organizers say having a pet is a good way for people to deal with stress. Some consider their pet part of their family.
Like some people have PTSD and they help with that, just calming people down, and especially with kids, it helps get out their energy.
At this event, cats and dogs are on display, ready to be pet, played with, and taken home for adoption. As much as the adoption event is for the animals, it's also a great way for the community to learn and see what Midland's Humane Society does every day.
It's important to do an off-site adoption event because we can't always have everybody come to our facility. And some people that come from Omaha shop here in Council Bluffs, so it's just a great way to get more dogs seen.
For 12-week-old Lily, she's hoping to gain a new friend and a new family to play with.
She is a about 12 weeks old Chihuahua Pug mix. And she was in foster care with me, and she had broken her foot, and it is all mended now. Her cast is off, and she's ready for adoption.
The Humane Society and PetSmart come together for events like this the second Saturday of every month.
It's a great time to come out, see all kinds of pets, whether we have cats, dogs, or anything else that we might bring.
They are a Medicare certified home health agency in 10 states. Angels Care Home Health opens a new branch in the Woodbury Avenue area of Council Bluffs and celebrates with a ribbon cutting August 11th. Now open for business, they make it their goal to keep patients in their home safe and independent.
Each of our nurses has a pretty different background. Also, we have one that's, awesome with wounds, one that's a cardiac nurse in her former nurse life. I love how we have the variety. That way we can better help each person with what they need.
Business officials say they're one of few agencies to offer a care plan unique to each patient. They tell us when daily activities become nearly impossible to complete, it's time to reach out for help. The business is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Danielle Rambo.
Multiple construction projects around town are nearing completion. Community Development Director Don Gross gives us a rundown on some of the progress being made on the west side of Council Bluffs in this week's Development Update.
Turner State Bank in North Main in Canesville is getting near completion. I think that'll be complete this fall. See, they're starting to put the flat work in. Veterans Affairs Building, southwest of the courthouse, has received its certificate of occupancy, is open for business. You probably read in the paper 103 West Broadway. City approved that, I'm going to say early July. It is a 4-story building with 7,000 square feet of commercial space, floor 1, and I believe 24 apartments on the 3 floors above that. So it's a 4-story building sandwiched between the Methodist Church and 125 West Broadway, and that'll be a good project. And the YMCA, I think all summer has been surcharging their site. I see they're now driving pilings, so they're getting ready to get underway and get that completed within, I assume, 12 to 18 months.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News, there are plenty of furry friends at the Midlands Humane Society looking for a good home. We'll meet them in our Pets of the Week. And we'll take a look at our events calendar to wrap up the show.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. Since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving. If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules. You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
Here in the garage.
Closet. Shoebox. Under the bed. Where anyone can get to it. How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Hi, I'm Terry Gatch-Mills, and welcome into Pets of the Week. This guy here is Sam. His phone number is 21306. He's a 2-year-old husky mix, and he's just a real sweetheart. He's very calm. As you can see, he loves belly rubs. He'd be great for a person that's never had a dog before. He's great on a leash. He is young, so he will need a little bit more training. And he'd be wonderful if you have a fenced yard or an acreage. Again, this is Sam, file 21306.
This is cute little Bailey, and her file number is 21318. She's a 10-week-old lab mix. She's here with her siblings, and they are going to be bigger dogs, so you'll need the proper yard, either a fenced yard or an acreage, and lots of training. Again, this is Bailey. Her file number is 21318. This is our bonded pair, Rico and Jazzy. This is Jazzy, she's 13, and Rico is on my left, and he's 10. They did come in together, and they grew up together, so we'd really like to find them a home together. A home with a fenced yard. They're really no trouble at all. They're great little rat terriers, very sweet, no small children. Older children are fine, they're great on a leash, and they are potty trained. Again, this is Jazzy and Rico. This is Ronnie. His file number is 20834, and he's 7 years old. He's a very laid-back cat. He's very calm, very good with children and other cats. And if you're interested in any of the pets that you've seen on today, please come down to Midlands Humane Society, located at 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs.
Time now for our weekly events calendar. Ready for a riot? River Riot is back for another year, Friday, August 19th at West Fair. Gates open at 11 a.m. and the show starts at noon. Hosted by 89.7 The River, patrons can watch several different musical groups perform, enjoy some great food and drinks while watching the concerts. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com or by phone at 1-800-745-3000. General admission, not including fees, costs $25. Do you like to play kickball? Then you'll love the Kick Kids to College Kickball Tournament Saturday, August 20th. Council Bluffs Centennial Rotary Club is sponsoring the event. All games will be played at the Council Bluffs Sports Complex. First game will begin at 9 a.m. If you'd like to be a part of this fun tournament, you can request a registration form by calling 712-204-0942. All proceeds will go to the Rotary International Foundation. Only 10 teams will be accepted for this double elimination tournament. If you enjoy golf, come join the Southwest Iowa Leadership Academy for a golf scramble on Saturday, August 20th. The second annual golf scramble will take place at Fox Run Golf Course. Shotgun starts at 1 p.m. Proceeds help support local middle school students. Visit swileadershipacademy.weebly.com for more information. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV is always looking for your feedback. You can send us questions or comments to cbtv@iwcc.edu. You can call us at 712-325-3312 or find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV 17. Remember to keep it here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning in to the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Aaron Zack.